and welcome back to Real Estate Unlocked, your go-to mini-series where we break down everything you need to know about buying and selling a home. In today's episode, we're looking at Section 17, Brokerage Receipt for Cash Deposit and Undertaking to Pay or Deliver in the Manitoba Offer to Purchase. So this section deals specifically with cash deposit, and it outlines how those funds are acknowledged and transferred between brokerages. So let's break it down. So Section 17 is only used when the deposit is paid in cash. When that happens, the brokerage receiving the cash provides written confirmation that they've received the deposit. They also confirm that they will deliver those funds to the seller's brokerage as soon as possible and no later than the next business day after the offer has been accepted. Essentially, it acts as both a receipt and an undertaking to transfer the deposit once the deal is in place. That said, cash deposits don't happen very often in practice. Most of the time, deposits are delivered by personal or certified check, bank draft, or wire transfers. Those methods are generally preferred because they're easier to document and move directly into brokerage trust accounts. In Part 1, the brokerage that received the cash deposit formally acknowledges that they have the funds. Then they confirm that they will deliver that deposit to the seller's brokerage as soon as possible and no later than the next business day following acceptance of the offer. However, this undertaking doesn't apply if the seller's brokerage already received the cash deposit directly, because in that situation, the deposit is already where it needs to be. Part 2 clarifies when this section is actually used. So if the deposit is paid in cash, the payment is typically made to the brokerage representing the buyer first. That brokerage then delivers the deposit to the seller's brokerage after the offer has been accepted. If the deposit is paid by personal or certified check, bank draft, or wire transfer, it usually is delivered directly to the seller's brokerage, unless the offer specifies something else. In those situations, then Section 17 does not apply because the deposit is already being delivered to the appropriate brokerage. Deposits in real estate transactions must be handled through brokerage trust accounts, and there's strict rules about how those funds are received and transferred. So this section provides documentation that the cash deposit was received, and it confirms how it will be delivered to the appropriate brokerage once the offer is accepted. It just helps keep the process clear, documented, and properly managed. That's it for today's episode of Real Estate Unlocked. If you found this helpful, make sure to like, subscribe, and follow along as we continue working through the rest of the offer together. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next week.